everyone, my name is Dr. Tina Chu, a veterinarian specializing in home services in the heart of Toronto, Ontario and surrounding areas. Welcome to my home again, and thank you for joining me in a series of talks put together to assist you in establishing a lasting, happy and healthy bond with your pets. Through a series of nutritional talks, I hope to empower you as pet guardians with ways and tools that you can use to ensure the health and happiness of your pets. Today I want to specifically talk about pet weight management. Cat and dog overweight issues or obesity is one of the leading causes of secondary illnesses such as diabetes, cardiovascular disease including respiratory diseases, liver disease, skin diseases to name a few. And overweight pets or obesity is one of the most common and preventable diseases that I see as a family veterinarian. There are four main reasons why our pets become obese, and it goes beyond just diet and exercise. So let's talk about species-specific nutrition. So dogs are actually carnivores, and we used to think that they were omnivores, and even in vet school we were taught this, but dogs are, more recent studies have shown that they are carnivores. They've just adapted well to eating grain-based foods because of their evolutionary interaction with humans. So dogs can eat a grain-based diet, which is primarily what our commercial kibble diets are made of anyway. It has a lot more carbohydrates, and dogs can do okay with this. I still feel that they should have more canned or protein version of food rather than higher carbs in their food. Cats, on the other hand, are obligate carnivores, meaning that they really do need to have a higher protein and higher water content in their food. So I do encourage my pet guardians to feed primarily canned food. So 70% of the portion of food that they feed their cats should be canned food, and the rest, if they want, a commercial kibble. And the reason being is that cats ancestrally are desert animals, and so feeding them a kibble diet causes them to become chronically dehydrated. And so feeding them a canned diet more so simulates the raw meat diet that they would have had in the wild to replenish their hydration as well as give them adequate protein and nutrition. If we can implement these things by just giving our dogs a little bit more protein, maybe less kibble, less carbs, and also for a cat specifically to get them off of that much kibble. I know kibble has been marketed really well. It's very convenient. It's easy to give. It's easy to clean up afterward. But especially for our cats, getting them off of a higher carbohydrate diet is better for them, and it will help to maintain their weight at a healthy, ideal level. So the next thing to consider is also the caloric intake and expenditure of your pet. So one of the things that we need to think about is the resting energy requirement of your pet. And what that means is when your pet's body is at rest, what is the energy needed for the body to function at rest? The other two things that we want to consider, and this is more so once we get our pet to their ideal weight, is to factor in their life stage. So for example, a puppy and kitten will have a higher metabolic rate than a senior pet would. And the other thing to consider as well is the basal energy requirement. So for example, a working animal or a dog that's running around outside will expend more energy, and also meaning that they will have a higher metabolic rate than a pet that is more sedentary in the home. I'm going to introduce a general formula to you so that you as pet guardians can calculate your adult pet's resting energy requirement in kilocalories per day. This formula that calculates your pet's RER, or resting energy requirement, will provide feeding amounts for the average adult pet for weight loss purposes. Please note, once your pet has attained their ideal weight over the course of, say, 6 months to a year, speak to your family veterinarian about a maintenance feeding amount so that your pet's weight does not continue to drop. The equation to calculate your pet's RER is simple. It's 30 times the ideal body weight in kilograms plus 70. To convert your pet's body weight from pounds to kilograms, divide by 2.2. When plugging in the weight in kilograms, ensure you are putting your pet's ideal weight, not your pet's current weight, as we are trying to attain a weight loss regimen. If you want to bypass calculating your pet's resting energy requirement altogether, have your family veterinarian calculate this for you and give you a daily amount of kilocalories your pet should be fed to help with weight loss. If your pet is severely overweight, and this is especially important to note for cats that are severely overweight, as too rapid of a weight loss in cats can lead to liver failure or other dire health consequences, pick an ideal weight that is midway between your pet's current weight to their ideal slim weight. For example, if your cat weighs 27 pounds or 12.3 kilograms, instead of jumping to the ideal weight of 5 kilograms in the calculation, start with 8 kilograms. Once your cat has reached 8 kilograms, then you can recalculate the formula with the ideal weight being 5 kilograms. So here's an example of how we can apply this formula. Say our cat is 27 pounds or 12.3 kilograms. Let's figure out a daily amount of kilocalories that should be fed to this cat to promote gradual weight loss. So we will use an intermediate ideal weight of 8 kilograms as we just explained. So plugging in the numbers, 30 times 8 plus 70 equals 310 kilocalories per day. So this kitty should only be getting 310 kilocalories per day if we want him or her to gradually reduce his or her weight to 8 kilograms. Again, if you do not know what an ideal weight for your pet is, speak to your family veterinarian for this information. So now that we have calculated an RER to aid in weight reduction in our pet, how does this translate to determining the daily portion size of your pet's meal? Most reputable commercial foods have kilocalories calculated on their packaging. Science Diet, Prescription Hills, and Medi-Cal Royal Canin have information on their website under their nutrient analysis. So say your kitty, like mine, is eating canned food called Medi-Cal Royal Canin Urinary SO and a kibble diet of Prescription Hills TD. Under the calorie content for Medi-Cal Royal Canin Urinary SO, it says 1 can of food is equivalent to 148 kilocalories. Now let's look at the Prescription Hills TD diet. And under average nutrient and caloric content, it says 268 kilocalories per cup. So when formulating a daily amount incorporating the kibble and can diet aforementioned, we can use the caloric information just obtained so that our kitty's meal plan totals 310 kilocalories per day. Usually I like my pets being on more canned food if they're on commercial diets, and so I'll have mainly their meals as canned. So if we feed our kitty, say 1.5 cans per day, that's equivalent to 222 kilocalories. Taking the total daily kilocalories of 310, we will subtract the 222 kilocalories from the 1.5 cans of food we are incorporating into their meal plan. And now that leaves me with 88 kilocalories to play with for the kitty's kibble. We know that 1 cup of the kibble diet is 268 kilocalories, and so if we take 88 kilocalories divided by the 268 kilocalories, we see that that translates to 1/3 cup of kibble per day. So the daily meal plan we figured out for our kitty is 1.5 cans of food plus 1/3 cup of kibble per day with the above brands of food. So with all this information that we have, let's add another layer of knowledge, and that is to incorporate our pet's natural eating cycle. And we know that dogs and cats are carnivores. They're actually hunters, right? So evolutionarily, ancestrally, and in the wild, carnivores or hunters will eat a meal and then fast and then eat a meal. They're not grazers, so not like cows that are grazing all the time. Our carnivores or hunters don't need that. And so what best emulates that sort of natural eating cycle is to give them a restricted feeding schedule. So with the total number of calories that you've calculated for your pet, you can divide that up into 2 or 3 meals. And you may want to start with smaller portions, even 4 meals a day, to slowly work your pets to twice a day if it's convenient for you. It's also important to note that if we're incorporating any treats or extra food items, to calculate that into the daily total calorie for your pet. So for our very obese kitties, and these are kitties greater than 16 pounds, it is very important that they have a more gradual approach to their weight loss. So per month, it's only 1/2 pound for these kitties. It's because if they lose a drastic amount of weight really quickly, they're at more of a risk, especially for these very obese kitties, to developing that life-threatening liver failure that we do not want them to have. You can purchase a baby scale from your local pharmacy or even use your own weight scale at home and just hold your kitty over the weight scale with yourself and then subtract your weight. Dogs of any size and cats less than 16 pounds, 1 pound a month is just fine. That's a healthy weight loss regimen for them. Thank you for watching this video. I sincerely hope it was helpful to you. On our company website, there is a printable PDF handout of this talk. Our company website, again, is www.tomobilevet.com, so be sure to check it out. Thanks again for watching this video. Wishing you all a wonderful day, and we'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.